I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means the world to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today we have an Hermes unboxing. So since returning back from Europe, I have made contact with my sales associate, told him how Europe went and about my beautiful Birkin, which is up here. And he's been feeding me new stuff that's been coming into the store. And then I went in and picked up a whole heap of things. So we'll have a look at what he sent me. I do first want to do a huge shout out to Victoria from Accounting for Luxury. She's got a fantastic channel here on YouTube. I love watching her channel, and she was so kind. She sent me with a beautiful note, beautiful handwritten note from her, which was just lovely. I'll get them out. Oh, I've got boxes going everywhere. Headbands for collectionists. How cool are they? I love them. They're perfect. So Collectionmas kicks off on the 1st of December. For those of you who haven't been here through a Christmas period before, I do Collectionmas. Well, I did it last year anyway, and I'm going to do it again this year for 2023. Collectionmas is one of my collections every day for 24 days in the lead up to Christmas, because I have a fairly vast handbag collection. I've got over 400 luxury handbags. So we will do a different collection every day for 24 days. And I usually wear a different Christmas shirt and a different Christmas headband every day. So people have been helping me out by sending me headbands to wear, which is just incredibly kind of them. So thank you, Victoria. I really appreciate you sending those to me all the way from Nashville. And I can't wait to kick off Collectionmas this year. So let's look at some of the things that I got from Hermes since I got back from Europe. So the first things are actually on my bag. So this is the beautiful bag that I got from Paris. It's a Birkin 25 in the color Blue Glacier, and it's in an ostrich finish. I didn't get twillies while I was in Paris. Somebody asked me about that, and I said by the time we got to the bags, I was mentally and emotionally exhausted by the appointment, and they really didn't have any stock, so I didn't even bother at that point. But since getting back, I have gotten twillies. So my sales associate, when I told him the specs of the bag and sent him a picture, he's like, yeah, I'll keep an eye out for some twillies, and then he sent me a photo. I'll insert a photo here that he sent me so that you can see what they look like, because clearly wrapped up it's really hard to see the pictures, but I thought the colors were so incredibly perfect for this bag. And yeah, so I got the 2 twillies for the bag. I did take it into store and have him put the twillies on for me, because why not? May as well get somebody who is good at it to do it. So he did that for me. The other thing that I have gotten recently, which before we get to the other Hermes unboxings, are some liners. And one of the ones that I got from Handbag Angels is for this bag. So Handbag Angels were so kind. I work with them often. I adore Handbag Angels liners. They're the only ones I use anymore for any of my bags. I buy them myself, plus they gift me the odd one because they're just kind. And this is one of the ones that they have gifted me. So it is in this stunning blue color, which I think is going to go perfectly with this bag. And they also sent me, which I'm really excited about, a base shaper. A base shaper for my brand new Chanel wok. So I bought this Chanel wok in Paris in this amazing metallic blue color, and these base shapers are my favorite thing in the world, seriously. So look at the bottom of this now, see how it's all crushed, and then as soon as I put this in, all my woks have these now, and I would never not have a wok without one since having one. So it just fits in there like that, and you can see it at the bottom, and as soon as I close it up now, look at that, and it just maintains its shape so much better. So they also sent me that, which I am so thankful to Handbag Angels for doing that for me. And I will put this in the bag and show you a picture of it. Okay, so I have my organizer in my Birkin 25 now, and you can see, so pretty. So I love Handbag Angels organizers because they do not dent the actual leather itself. You cannot see that there's a liner in that or an organizer in that. And that's so important because you don't want to ruin the leather on your bags, especially your very expensive bags. So while they are felt and they will help the bags maintain their actual structure, they are not so structured in their own design that they dent the leather, and that is so important. I won't use any other liners anymore. I just don't. I don't buy from anyone except Handbag Angels, and I just think their liners are brilliant. So you can see that in there. I will mention at the moment that they have a Black Friday sale. So I always have a code with Handbag Angels. It's Meredith 10, and I'll put it just down below for you. But during their Black Friday sale, they are extending that usual 10% off to 15% off. So even though it says Meredith 10, between the 20th of November and the 27th of November, and that will be UK time because they're in the UK, they are having their Black Friday sale, and they will extend that code to 15% off. The difference between my code and other codes that they have for discounts is that my code does not have a minimum spend. Doesn't matter what you buy, how much it costs. If you use my code, you will get that percentage off your order. So a lot of their other codes have minimum spends, so you have to meet that criteria in order to use that code. Mine is always active and it always gives you that percentage off regardless of what you spend. So if you're after liners for your handbags, this is the time to do it. The Black Friday sale will give you 15% off anything that you spend. So even if you just want to buy a base shaper for your Chanel wok, you'll get 15% off that. So I'll put all the details in my description box down below for Handbag Angels and my code. This is not an affiliate code. I do not get kickback from this. I just like the company, so I talk about them, and they're really lovely people to deal with, which is really important for me as somebody who is promoting them, to know that they're a solid company and that the people who work there are just genuinely nice people. So if you're after a handbag liner, hop on and have a look. Okay, let's unbox these things that I have picked up from Hermes. So the first thing comes in this box. And some of you will probably be wondering if I told my sales associate in Sydney about my Paris experience and how that all went. If you haven't seen that video about my experience in about my appointment in Hermes, I'll link it down below for you. And yes, I did. I did indeed tell him about my experience. And he was apologetic on their behalf, surprised, and sad for me, I guess. Like I don't know, he's not built like that. He never pressures me to buy anything. So I think he was really taken aback. So yeah, I have told my sales associate about it. All right, let's get this out. So I saw these and I really wanted them. So I have a China pattern at Hermes, and I continue to work on that China pattern. I don't know if you can see just outside of the shot here. So I have, these are my breakfast mugs, and these are in the mosaic platinum pattern, and I have a lot of this China. I use them for storing my perfume bottles on and my jewelry, and these are part of that collection. So these are the soy sauce dishes, and I'll put them up for you. So this is a soy sauce dish, and they're just little. So I bought these with the sole purpose to put my wedding rings and my eternity and my engagement ring on at night, and I bought one for my husband to put his wedding ring on. So they will match everything else that we have out on the dresser for our fragrances and jewelry, and yeah, I thought these were absolutely perfect. So they're just very cute and very small and very basic. They are made for soy sauce. I will not be putting soy sauce in them, but you most certainly could. That's what they're built for. But yeah, I buy pieces that are multifunctional. I don't ever see myself as somebody who's going to have a whole set of Hermes dinnerware that I set the table and everyone sits down and eats off it. Maybe I will one day. For now, not so much. I buy the pieces from their dinnerware that I want to use for other purposes and for decorative purposes. So that's the first thing I picked up. And it does come as a set of two. So you don't just buy one, you buy two. It's a pair. Okay, the next thing comes in this box, and you're probably already guessing what's in this box by the size and shape if you watch a lot of Hermes unboxings. And we have a scarf. I have so many scarves. A lot of you are asking, am I going to do a scarf collection, miss? I will do On the list I have one, but it won't be all my scarves. I think I'm going to pick my favorite scarves to do because we'll be here forever otherwise. Now, this scarf is very special. So I looked for this in Paris. Sorry, it goes this way. In Paris, and they didn't have one anymore, and I came back to my sales associate and I said, oh, they didn't have one, I'm really disappointed, I missed it, I should have bought it while it was in Sydney. He's like, I still have one. So I was like, I definitely need that. So this is one that is kind of I don't think, it's not really called an optical illusion, but if you put a mirror here on this dot and look at this picture, it gives you a reflection that is different. Whether or not I can manage to capture that on camera, I will let you know and insert a picture if I can. I think it's going to be a little bit delicate to do, but I'll give it a go for you guys. But yeah, you basically put a mirror on each of the dots and reflect the picture in front of it, and it gives you a different picture. And I just thought that was so incredibly creative that I wanted one. So I'm super happy that Sydney still had one available. These came out a while ago. And I just didn't buy one because I'm like, oh, I'll buy it in Paris because that's a special piece, and then Paris didn't have any stock. So lesson learned, just buy it when you see it. But I'm really happy to have that. So hopefully I can take some pictures for you guys and show you what it looks like. Okay, the next piece comes in this long box. And my sales associate told me, so every year Hermes has a theme. So this year it was astonishing, and you can see on their ribbon is all printed with the word astonishing because that was their theme for 2023. My sales associate tells me 2024 is the year of Faubourg. So we'll probably see a lot of the Faubourg house, like the main flagship store in Paris, on a lot of designs, I'm gonna guess. Okay, let's have a look. So in this box we have a very special bag tag. So this is a guitar bag tag. It has a touch of croc in it that you can see there. So I do have the CITES paperwork that comes with this. And if you flip it over, there's a guitar pick in it. An actual Hermes guitar pick. So it is branded. So it is branded Hermes guitar pick. So when this came up, I was like, I definitely need that. So my husband is musical. He plays several instruments and one of them is guitar. We have quite the selection of guitars. And actually at the moment we have quite the selection of cymbals because he is like buying cymbals like no one I've ever seen for his drum kit. So he's stuck on that at the moment. But he is very musical. So when this came up and my sales associate sent it to me, I was like, yes, I definitely need to get that. One of my collection videos will be on my Hermes bag tags and all the various ones I've got, because I've got some really different ones that you don't see often. So yes, I was super excited to get this one because it sits well with my family because this is what we do. So yeah, that was a little bit different. And then we have this box. And so it looks like this. And we have, I was on a roll. We have the seahorse. I have so many different bag tags, and I was looking the other day, hang on, let me just open the drawer and check. I don't think I have any Rodeos. No, I have no Rodeos. I have Pegasus, but I don't have a single Rodeo. So I think that's probably something I need to change soon, because the Rodeo is their you know, main bag tag that they produce. So I feel like I should probably have a Rodeo, but majority of what I have is very different. So to have the little seahorse is very cool. And I thought he would be great on my Barenia Birkin 25. He will sit nicely in there without being in anyone's face. So I really loved him. So yes, I have the seahorse as well. I have a little Christmas tree ready to go for Collectionmas that will sit up here, and I'm considering putting all my bag tags and charms on it. Or some of them anyway. I don't think the tree will be big enough for all of them. So yes, so I've got those two bag tags, and then in this box we have open it. This one I just loved because it was so classic and so beautiful without being in your face. So if we open it up, it is just, goes this way, oh, it moves around. So you can see it's got the carriage and the horses. It's just this cream. It's not a crisp white. It's more of an off-white or an eggshell white and black. And it's just, it's so classic and so simple. And for all the scarves that I have, I don't have anything this simple, where it's just this black and, you know, eggshell design. And so simple, and I saw it and I thought it was beautiful. And it's got the fringing on the edges, which is just a lovely touch for something that is so simple. And yeah, I don't know why I was drawn to this, because generally I'll go for color over black and white, but this was just so simple and I don't have anything like it. So I don't know, sometimes things just speak to you and you're not sure why and you just buy them. Like, that's okay. At the point of luxury, if you're not buying just because something speaks to you, then I don't think you're deriving enough joy out of luxury. But that's what luxury should be, just the joy of buying because you love something. All right, 2 more things to go. I've got one, and this one I'm actually very excited about, which is, it's not that exciting, but I'm excited about it. So, open it up. So yes, it is another silk. This one is not, is a blend. It must be a blend because it doesn't feel the same. Let me just see, what are you? You are, oh, cashmere and silk. That's why, it's a cashmere blend. So if we open it up, beautiful colors, like these sagey green colors. There we go. So it's just a horse. But the expression of the horse got me, like, and he's poking his tongue out, which I thought was just hilarious. Like, he's got his tongue out. I love that. I love that this is playful, that it is so Hermes with the horse, but the horse is poking its tongue out, which you don't expect for such a high-end, I suppose it's considered elegant brand. Like, I love that fun aspect of Hermes, and I loved these greens. I thought that was just stunningly beautiful. And the horse is great. We've got a lot of horses around where we are. We live quite rural, and there's a lot of horses and stables and you know, riding ranches around where we are, so we see a lot of horses. I don't have a horse. My daughter is interested in horse riding. Which is a deep breath moment for me. Do we really want to go down that track? Because she's 5, and if we start this now, it's I feel like it's just going to take over our lives. But we do what we need to for our children. If she's showing an interest, then we will foster that interest. But yes, so I got that one just because it was a lot of fun. And yeah, we do live in an area where we see a lot of horses, and who knows, maybe we might become a horse family. You never know. All right, the last one. The last one comes in this box, and I saw this in store and I just thought it was beautiful. So I don't buy a lot of this style, but this one I was willing to give on, and it was quite expensive for what it is, but that's okay. It's Hermes. So open it up. It comes in its own little dust bag, teeny tiny little dust bag. I get it out. We have, oh, it's got its own little protective thing and everything. So this is a fashion bracelet from Hermes. This is in the color Rose Azalea, and I have a mini ruly in this color as well. And you can see it's got leather lining inside, on the inside, and then it's the picnic design, the basket weave design, and it's got the classic Hermes pattern on the front. I have a belt with this on it as well, and that moves. This I just thought was beautiful. So in store I was very careful with it. I didn't put it on myself. I let my sales associate do it because I didn't want to break it. But now it's mine. I'm happy to be quite rough with it. So it just looks like this, and it's very very beautiful, and it's great because we're in summer. We're about to come into summer, so you know, my wicker design bags will come out, and I don't do a lot of fashion jewelry, but this was just such a beautiful design. It is hand woven, and it's because it's got that leather detail, it's still got flexibility to it, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. They had one in yellow as well, and I've got to admit I was really drawn to the pastel yellow, but this goes with my mini ruly, so it makes sense that I have it, and it's just an absolutely beautiful piece. So I got it in a size 73. Is it a 73? I think it's a 73. So I've got it in a size 73, which I think is quite small, but it's just an absolutely gorgeous piece. So while I was there, I have also received 3 bag offers. Like, I couldn't buy 3 bags, but they offered me one, I knocked it back. He offered me something else, I knocked it back, and then he offered me a 3rd one, and I said no. So I know a lot of you are going, oh my God, why would you knock back offers? They weren't right. So there was a Kelly 28 in the same color as this, and I was like, well, no, I've already got this. I don't want a Kelly 28 in the same color. There was a, people are gonna absolutely throw things at the screen. He offered me a Kelly doll, which I do want, but I didn't want the color that was being offered to me. And there is something else that I am desperately chasing that, and I thought if I took the Kelly doll, it would lessen my chances of getting that next year, because it's a discussion that I will actually get that next year. So I didn't want to take the Kelly doll in a color that I didn't absolutely do backflips over, and risk something that I desperately want next year. So we discussed that, and he agreed with me on that. And then they offered me a mini Kelly, a mini Kelly in ostrich in a mauve as well, and I was like, no, I just don't, you know, a mauve ostrich, and I was like, no, I just got the blue glacier in the ostrich. Light mauve is too close, and I already have a mini Kelly, so I want to wait. So sometimes it's good to say no, because then sales associates take you really seriously and look at your collection, and they can see that you're trying to make good decisions for your collection and not just taking anything that is offered to you. I'm happy to admit that I've lost sleep over the Kelly doll, because I was like, you're an idiot, you should have taken that. The collector in me screaming at me. But ultimately, for me, it was a decision based on what I will probably get in 2024, and that is the pinnacle of what I desperately want. And so I've got to keep my eye on that game instead of veering off over here, and then I might not get the other thing for years. So yeah, sometimes you've got to make hard decisions. But yeah, I think it's really important to make decisions based on your collection or your bags, especially when you've got a few. If you're lucky enough to have a few like me, then you've really got to make decisions about what's going to work for your wardrobe. And you're not going to be penalized for saying no to a bag. It's okay to say no and to explain why you're saying no. And I think they probably take you more seriously if you do that. So, well, that's just my experience anyway at my store. And my sales associate is like, no, we pivot, we find you something that you want. We're not going to, you know, I respect the fact that you're not just going to take anything I'll offer you. I would much prefer you have something that you desperately want. And as I make the point to him, it is more important to me to say no to things that I don't want so that somebody else can have them. Because yeah, I could have taken the Kelly 28 in the mauve, and it would have been a beautiful bag, but I wouldn't have been doing backflips over it because it's not something that I desperately want. And I think that that's an indication that I shouldn't say yes to it, because somebody else will do backflips over getting that bag. It will be their dream bag, and it's more important for them to have it than me to have just said yes. The same with the mini Kelly in the ostrich. Somebody will absolutely die over that bag, and to have that bag, I would have been like, oh, it's really lovely and I've got it and it's great and I'll put it with the rest of my collection, but I certainly wouldn't have been doing backflips over it. I want, when I'm spending this kind of money, to have something that makes my heart contract and my intake of breath quicken, and to just be in love with it. I think that's so important. So saying no is okay at this level. So we'll see what happens next. I mean, I probably won't get an offer for the rest of this year. I think that'll be the end of the stock for the year because it is now, you know, the end of November. But we'll see what happens in the new year. And hopefully 2024 is going to bring me the bag of my absolute dreams. So if you're interested in that, hang around and make sure you're subscribed. And also if you want to see Collectionmas, it starts very soon. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed down below. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded videos, which is usually 3 times a week, although it's about to be every single day. I'll also throw out my Instagram handle for you so you can come follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.